Hello there and welcome back to Barely D&D, a sort of Dungeons & Dragons podcast. My name is Landon, and this week we're going to be jumping into episode 39, The Sea of Storms, Part 2. Before we do that, let's go ahead and recap last week's episode, Part 1. The Fun Guys enjoyed their last moments in the wonderful port city of Home Cove before setting out into the northern sea of Skilianazga and resuming the pursuit of their greater goals. Relatively mild sailing met the Porbet and its adventurous crew as they moved northward toward the rough and tumble island of Alabon, and their common routines of travel to which the Fun Guys and the shipmates had grown accustomed passed without complication. It was amidst the furthering of sailing skills, combat training, and casual activities of voyage that Tello called the party together to discuss their intentions and strategies in meeting with the Brass Company faction leader, Themnon, in Alabon. And it was amidst this focused conversation that Rose's navigational training under Spaguber alerted her to the coalescence of numerous building signs of inclement weather, which she immediately reported the Porbet's preoccupied captain. The alerted Spaguber interrupted Tello's meeting to call an emergency congress of his own, warning everyone of the storm and allocating tasks to those aboard the small ship. Ro acted quickly and cast Lehman's tiny hut, while Craig jumped behind Spaguber to brace him at the helm, and Bazz used the Crook of the Mad Prince as an anchor for all those holding on above deck in the maelstrom. The storm rushed upon the vessel with unexpected immediacy, and as the immense gale met the Porbet with crashing force, the first great wave threw Gretta from the back of the vessel into the chaos of the Sea of Storms. And that is where we're going to jump into today's episode.
Gretta leaves the deck. So Gretta, as the ship crashes forward, you go to hold onto the staff, and you know what high impact feels like. You are thrown off of your feet. And Gretta flies, the length of each of these ropes has been tied at 20 feet. Gretta flies off of the back of the vessel. And Gretta, you fly through the air and you... Everything goes from temperately controlled, sudden force. You feel a violent pain in your ribs.
Oh my gosh.
And I'd actually like you to take a point of bludgeoning from the force of the rope, or a point of force damage from the rope, yanking you backward. And you crash into the ocean water, and you are being pulled beneath the waves behind the boat. And everything becomes frigid, and you are suddenly soaking wet. And for the sake of things, I will assume any loose items are below deck. So you're not carrying them, because you would know to do that. And your cloak of holding is magical, so nothing's going to come out of that. And if you hadn't had water breathing cast on you, you would start drowning in the next round, because you're being dragged underwater at a moving speed. But instead, as you crash under, there's a moment of panic, and and water fills your lungs, and then you start to choke, and and you are breathing water. Thick, dense fluid is coming in and out of your lungs. It hurts for a second with its sharp, briny tinge, but you start being able to breathe it. So you can breathe, but it's a horrible feeling. You feel like you've been thrown in a washing machine. You're tumbling around under the waves in complete and total darkness. Round 2 of the ability checks.
I turn around and I thorn whip.
Okay. First of all, you're trying to catch her before she goes below the waves?
As soon as I can, I'm just trying to pull her.
What's the range on thorn whip?
30 feet.
Sick. Okay, I want you to make a perception check to figure out where she is in the dark of the storm beneath the waves.
Okay. 16.
Wait, can I cast Bardic Inspiration on him?
Yes.
Okay.
I can do that after. I just read on it.
You can do it after.
Yeah,
okay,
as long as you
it.
don't say if it passes or fails.
Yeah.
Don't say it.
I haven't said.
I said don't say it. Stop saying it, Zachary. That's +5, so that's unnatural 20.
Well, that's not. You can't add it onto your passive. You can add it onto your roll.
Oh.
So what was the previous total?
It was less than 16.
Okay.
So
one of your bardic inspirations has been expended.
Yeah. I got it.
So you just show them a power chord. So you'll use your passive instead, which is 16, which is excellent. Bazz, as you search the water furiously with your eyes, darkness, swirling water. You're trying to find a gnome beneath the waves in a storm. That's a higher DC, I'm sorry.
Wow.
So that's your check. Do you still try?
Wait, she has water walk. Why is she beneath the waves?
Shoot, you're right.
Oh,
no. Wait, hold on. That's true. You don't plunge beneath the waves.
She shoots back up if she goes beneath.
Yeah, no, that's correct. You don't plunge beneath the waves, and water doesn't fill your lungs. You slam into the water behind the ship. So as you go to fly backward, you do what would be plunging beneath the waves, but instead you crash into wave like ground, and you bounce off of it. So you are currently being pulled behind the poor Bet, like someone tied onto the back of a car.
You're too big.
What's the speed
rolling
that we're
against the
going
waves.
at?
Not too fast, but fast enough to hurt, especially as you walk up and down beneath waves. So you're going to take another point of bludgeoning damage as you're being thrown around on the waves from crashing into it. Okay, so Bazz, excuse me, retroactively correcting some stuff. You would be able to see her immediately with your 16. So instead, you can see her clearly. So don't worry about what you rolled on the perception check. Instead, if you'd like to, you can try and hit her with a thorn whip.
How high is the ship? Because the lip over here is like right above the water.
The ship comes 6 feet out of the water total. It's not a tall ship.
All right, so I can pull her back onto the ship with this if I hit her.
So this roll to hit will be your ability check for this round. And add your spellcasting modifier.
That was a natural 1.
Oh no.
So Bazz, you fling an arm outward, or if you want to describe your casting, you can. I don't have to take it from you.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. So you fling an arm outward, and as he does, this little tiny green tendril, like auburn light, flashes, and it whips out from his hand, and it just wraps around. Like as you're whipping it outward, the boat lists again for a second, and as it's like reaching out, Greta, you're slamming on the waves behind the boat. It's a surreal, terrifying experience. You were riding up and down on solid waves, being thrown around by the force of the boat. Water, you're out of the bubble now. You become instantly soaking wet as rain pours down on you, and the sensory experience is terrifying. You go from muffled silence to roaring sound. You go to hard impact, flashing light around you, and as you see in a moment of one of the lightning flashes to the side, you see the tendrils of the thorn whip reaching toward you, and there's a moment of hope, and then it just wraps around on the railing on the back of the boat and comes back to you, Bazz. You miss completely.
Yeah.
That's your action for this turn. Bill. Okay. Yeah.
Bill Free, do something. I can't help her.
Do I have an action?
You can do something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and cast Entangle.
Okay.
On. Does there have to DM question? Does it have to be ground to cast Entangle?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm not gonna cast Entangle.
Seaweed.
What you doing? Also, these are gonna be time gated, so no pressure. But if you don't come up with things quickly, I will move on.
Can I get up and I'm gonna hold onto the rope and start pulling myself.
Okay, make an athletics check. Or actually, make an athletics check.
Okay. 18.
With your modifier? Wow. Okay, so Greta, you sort of pull up on the rope, and you're not terribly strong. You're a little strong for your size, but as you stand up, adrenaline is coursing through your veins, and you begin pulling on the rope, and it's uneven. You're not making a ton of progress, but you move kind of to the edge of that 5-foot square. You almost get back to the back of the boat, but you're stumbling as you stand up because you're walking on the water, which is constantly moving. You're barely making it forward, but you are progressing forward. Is anyone... You haven't done your thing, Craig. Bill Free is going to use his movement to vault, so that'll be half of his movement there, over the railing. He's going to go another 5, and... Oh, he can't occupy the same space with you.
I'm blocking him.
You know what? He's going to vault over the back of the vessel, too. And he's going to hang off of the side of the railing.
I cast Bardic Inspiration on him.
Heck yeah. It's good because he needed it. Can I roll that D8?
Yeah.
So that's a total of 16. So he begins scaling the railing back toward you, violently rocking back and forth.
He's in the waves now.
No, he's hanging onto the railing off the back of the boat.
But he's no longer in the hut.
Yeah, no, he's outside, and so rain is pouring down on him. He can't get all the way towards you with his movement, and his rope is starting to get caught around here, but he's moving towards you to try to get toward the rope. That's his action this turn. Yes.
Okay. Tell me if this is possible.
Sure.
Could I take a piece of the vine that's on my lute and cast plant growth on it and turn it into a rope?
What is the duration on plant growth?
1 action or 8 hours.
Okay, absolutely.
Okay.
Is that going to damage your loot if it becomes thick and overgrown?
No, I take it off the lute.
Okay, so you pluck it off.
Yeah, the vine.
You strum a cord, and the green energy starts to entangle from the vine, and it flies outward in a rope. What are you trying to do with it?
Bill Free's yellow, correct?
Yes, he's right here. You're right here. Greta's right here.
Could I grow it and then toss it to him?
Okay.
Is that
You can certainly try. So it waves out. I'd like you to make an athletics check to toss it at him.
Okay.
Which is kind of, we're getting into broken economy territory here, but I don't care.
Yeah, okay. Do you have inspiration?
What'd you roll? Is that a 1?
Yeah.
It's the day of ones, y'all. So, Ro, you expend the spell slot, you create the vine, and you toss it, and in the dark and the noise, it just over Bilfrey's head into the water, sinks below the waves. That's Ro's action. Craig, you doing anything?
Gosh.
Speaking words of life to
What are you doing, Craig?
Spagubu.
You could raging might be.
I
What are you
can't
doing?
rage. I like everything I have is in combat, not so.
What are you doing, Craig?
I don't know. I can't do anything.
Okay, Craig does not do anything. So, the total for this round is
Goodness. So bad.
3, a failure.
Oh.
So all of that transpires, and the ship has crashed down into the water, and the waves are all around you. Okay, anyone, odds or evens, as we enter this.
Evens.
This is the third round here.
Evens.
7. Okay,
What
so
is with us
as you
today?
guys walk into another wave, so you guys have just crashed down at the bottom of the wave, and a wave comes from the side at an angle toward the ship, and the whole ship sort of like lifts upward again, and then as it is lifted upward, it begins to roll slightly sideways and is pushed to the side. This one's not quite as large in intensity, but the ship crashes sideways into the wave, and a bit of water begins to run over the side of the vessel, and as it runs over the bubble, it just rolls over it again. The bubble is completely unfazed, which is great because the water just goes over the part that might be touched by the hatch. But what the water does go over, first of all, strength saving throws from Craig and Ro and Bazz.
I can't cast anything right now, can I? Is that not allowed?
Your action will be in a second.
Okay.
That would be
Oh my
a
gosh. Do I get a
a natural 20.
Jeez. Yes, ma'am.
I get the +1, right?
You get the +1.
So that would be 4.
I got a 15.
Bazz, you got a 15?
Yeah.
Okay. Ro just got a 4. She's going to fall off in a second.
Okay.
If you like, you may expend your action for this round to use a reaction to try and grab her, if you want that to be your action.
Yes, I want that to be my action.
Okay. So I want you to make a dexterity check.
That's great because I like dexterity.
I can't cast Bardic
I don't like
Inspiration as
rolling.
I'm
Not as
falling,
you fall
right?
off.
Yeah, I didn't think
And then
so.
we'll return to other actions in the narrative for a second.
That's 11.
Oh, gosh.
Wait.
11
No.
plus 4 plus 2
11.
is 17.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, yeah. +1.
Plus 1 because you're holding onto the staff. 18. So now I will narrate. So as the vessel is lifted upward and crashes sideways, the water, and it's violent. The ship rocks back and forth. This hurts every time you grab on, the pain in your forearms. And Spaguber loses grip again with a 4. And as he violently rocks to the side, Craig, you hold onto the helm so hard that you just grab him as well and pull him back to your chest. You are securing him again. Spaguber would have fallen off
Dude,
twice
Craig,
by now.
you're like rocking
And
this.
Craig,
Yeah.
you feel like a stone as he's pulled back into you with all your strength and your muscle. Ro, as the boat crashes sideways, you are thrown. Your hands come off the staff. You're ripped away, and as you do, you feel another strong yanking from your back. And Bazz, you hold onto the staff, and the tendrils of the staff whip around your arm, and your other arm just reaches out and grabs Ro. I want you to take 2 points of force damage in your shoulder, as your shoulder is almost pulled out of socket, pulling on her. But you pull Ro back toward the staff and keep her on the vessel.
Bless you, Bazz.
So 18 is your first roll for this round, which is an excellent start. So Bazz has done his action. Now for the 2 people on the back of the ship, Bilfrey's going to make a strength saving throw to stay on the back. Ooh, 15. So as the boat rocks violently to the side, the waves, they crash over him. He's soaking wet. And for a moment, the waves crash over Bilfrey, and you can't see him for a moment as the waves crash over the back of the boat. And then as the wave washes away, Bilfrey is still holding on there, rising up, the water falling off of him. He looks epic with the purple light on the front of him, and he's just slowly moving toward Gretta in the waves. Gretta,
Can we see Greta?
well, Greta, the waves crash into you, and you have water walk. So instead of going below them, you just take it as bludgeoning. So, Greta, you are going to take 6 points of bludgeoning damage
Okay.
as the wave crashes into you. And you get rocked back and forth. You're knocked prone, and you're we'll say you're over here now. And Greta, you're starting to bleed. Part of you have been bruised. Your face is, you're like blinking heavily. Water and sound is all around you. What are you doing for the action on your turn? Bilfrey has just gotten to your rope.
Okay, Bilfrey has gotten to my rope.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is there any way that where am I in relation to that end? Can I try and grab onto that and climb on?
Yes, make another athletics check for me.
Well, is that
Yeah, you can grab it.
natural 20?
Oh my gosh.
Thank
So
goodness.
21.
What's your total? Okay. Y'all needed that. Greta, you grab on, and you just full of adrenaline and terror, you grab on and you throw yourself up, and as you reach up a hand, Bilfrey just nice. Beastmaster form grasps yours, and he just yanks you up toward him, and he pulls you into his chest, and you have climbed up, and he is holding on, and you are both holding on to the railing that he's got you pulled on.
Okay.
In this third round. And you know what? I'll say for the sake of the narrative, you guys both. He throws you over back into the bubble and hops over with the rest of his movement and action. So you back into the bubble, and you are back inside of the bubble, just you're bleeding from your face, you're soaking wet, but you are back in the bubble. So you've taken your action, you've taken yours. Do you two do anything?
I
You have suddenly been yanked back in.
Yeah, I've been yanked back in. I guess I see Greta right there. I'm still holding on to the staff now, but I kind of swivel and I cast Cure Wounds on Greta.
Okay, so that won't contribute to the group average because it doesn't affect the events of enduring the storm, but you can still do it. So you touch her, expend the spell slot, and roll your healing.
Okay.
So
I'll do it at a higher level so she can regain all of them.
that's okay.
Okay.
Second level.
Okay, expend the spell slot. What do you get in healing?
That's a 2 and a 4.
So 6 plus your charisma modifier, right?
Yes, which is
Plus 5.
Plus 5.
So 9 points of healing back to you.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And then can I cast Bardic Inspiration on her? Or
As a bonus action, technically, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can, if you want to hammer the D8, so I can pass it along.
Oh, yeah.
So Greta, there's your little inspiration loot.
Thanks,
So
yeah.
as she's thrown back, you and you're back in the bubble. And the moment you land, Ro, you strum your loot. The light flashes, and your wounds begin to heal up, and you feel a little better. And then that song sort of encourages you, and you are returned. Craig, do you do anything?
There's literally
Okay,
nothing
Craig's
I can
holding
do.
on. All right. So I don't even need to do the math on that. Your average is excellent that round. That's definitely a success.
Thank goodness.
Third round. So as you guys are all pulled back onto the vessel, just panting, you guys continue to... And you continue bobbing up and down, holding on through this storm for another 15 minutes, crashing through waves, trying to keep it together. I want the whole group to make a round of Constitution saving throws for me to not grow exhausted through this experience.
Oh no.
It's not good.
Do I get +1 to that with the staff?
No, that's just for holding on.
That was
Okay.
that was a 24.
But excellent question.
24! Ro, what'd you
I
get?
am Spagoober's rock
What'd you
right
get, Ro?
now.
7.
Okay, I'm gonna guidance.
Oh, thank you.
I got a 13.
Okay.
So that's an 8 actually for me.
Okay. Greta?
I'm gonna use
Heck
my
yeah.
bardic inspiration. That's 1, right? Or
Yeah,
Yes.
let you roll a D8.
No, you roll a D8.
yeah. 13.
Okay.
Wait.
2 13s.
Wait. No, it's 13.
So, Bazz and Greta both succeed the DC by 1.
Yes. Oh, thank goodness.
And Spagoober fails.
Oh, no.
So he is growing weary, holding on the steering wheel, but you're holding him in place, just like
I
a
got
life
him.
vest. Ro, you fail, so you have a point of exhaustion. So you can mark it down. And as you guys are holding on, you are becoming just so haggard and weary from the force of it all. And even for those of you who are succeeding, your muscles burn, your bones ache. It's an exhausting experience walking around in the storm. We are going to enter the 4th round of this skill check.
Can I make my action first?
The moment after you tell me odds and evens, you sure can.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Odds.
13. Okay. A lightning bolt. 50 feet away from the vessel instead of directly next to it. Just plummets into the top and weight next to it. Just vaporizing some of the fluid at the top. And the sound is awful. And you guys all like have to cover your ears for a second. It's blinding, but you guys are okay. And no one is blinded or deafened by it because Bazz rolled well. What's your action, Bazz?
I want to cast my last 3rd level spell slot, Plant Growth, on the staff to make it like, see if I can
sick.
make it come up and like reinforce everybody's like wrap around their feet
heck
or
yeah.
their legs
Yes.
to like anchor them in place.
Okay.
So cool.
Another spell casting ability check. So just a wisdom modifier. Like you can use the spell, but just for flavor's sake, this will be your modifier on how well it secures everyone.
Oh, okay.
Because it's certainly playing around with what the spell can do anyway.
18 plus 5, I think, because it's wisdom, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Yeah. That's plus 5, so that's 23.
That's a good place to start, y'all. That's a good place to start.
Sick.
Okay. So the Bazz, what does it look like as you cast the spell?
I just like grip it and I just yell out. Ah!
And as Bazz yells, this auburn magic sort of like swirls around his arm and designs and swirls up the top of the staff. And for just a moment, the head of the staff turns this mixed swirling color of reds and greens as it shines out. All this like light pours out from the vessel over the ocean, and the roots all sweep outward. And everyone who has feet on the deck begin to. Your legs get wrapped up in the vines, and you are held in place, secured and fastened.
So cool.
Everyone who makes athletics checks to hold on from here on can do so at advantage.
Yay!
So is that just a normal
Still
roll
with
for
the
me? For
Yeah.
if we're
everyone?
touching the staff, do we get +1?
And +1 if you're holding on to it.
Okay.
So that's Bazz's turn. What's the 3 of you guys doing?
I'm gonna run over and grab onto the staff. Is that my full action?
Well,
That
Can
would-
be if you want it to be.
It would just
you
be
move
movement, right?
Oh, yeah.
Can you move with the sting?
Oh.
I mean, yeah, but Gretta's already next to it. So
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
You can make an athletics check to hold on if you want to.
It also says you
Is that-
must spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves.
Okay.
But I just want to make sure.
That is well. She doesn't have to move, but that is good to know.
Okay. Cool.
Do you do anything else, or do you spend your action holding on? You can do anything. It is completely open ended. I'll let you think on it.
Oh, I literally can't do anything.
Craig, not do anything. Okay. Ro, taking an action.
Could I don't know if this is an act. Well,
Shoot your shot.
Probably. Could I cast? I don't know if this works this way, but could I cast Druidcraft to see how long this storm's gonna last?
That's definitely not what Druidcraft does.
It can
Oh,
tell
am
the
I wrong?
weather.
Shoot, you're right. Okay, so this is sort of a flexible thing.
Yeah.
Would you like your ability check for this turn to be using your casting modifier to try and use Druidcraft in that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So make a charisma ability check.
Do I need to make it at disadvantage?
Yes, because you're exhausted.
Okay. Charisma ability check.
Is that a natural one?
No.
No.
Oh god. Okay.
That's a good.
That's an 11.
Okay, so you begin focusing and you start muttering and like gently strumming your lute back and forth with soft chords as you do. Another wave rocks the boat and you're knocked out of focusing, and that's your number for the round. Craig, nothing, right?
Can I do an insight check on Spagoober?
You want that to be your? It can be. Do you want
Yeah.
that to be your?
Yeah.
Okay, make an insight check.
How confident is? I'll just make the check, I guess.
Okay.
I want to check how confident. 28. That's a natural 20.
Wow.
Jeez, Greta.
Greta understands a part of Spagoober's childhood now. Just
That's-
red.
Wild. Okay, wow. 28, Greta? Seriously? I think that's one of the 2 highest rolls of this campaign. With complete and utter clarity of confidence, reading the ally you've known for some time, terrified, horrified, could not feel less confident. So scared. Okay. We enter the last round of this skill check. So as you guys hold on, the vessel continues to through the waves as Jaci has a whole moment and climbing under the table. So you guys crash upward and downward through waves for another half hour. I want another Constitution saving throw from everyone to not become exhausted. And Ro, you will make this one at disadvantage.
Oh my gosh.
That's a natural 20.
A natural 20. What's the total, Bazz?
You said it's con, so it's 21 with the +1 from the stat. Well, you said no +1, so just 20, just a straight 20.
Gotcha. Craig?
Oh, wait. That would be an 11.
Okay.
Oh no.
Hey, it was originally a 4.
Ro, what'd
Okay.
you get? What'd you get, Ro?
I got a
I'm
3.
gonna cast guidance. No, I'm gonna cast guidance on Craig. Sorry, Ro. It wouldn't do anything. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Craig, roll a d4. Actually, I
Okay,
can't reach
so-
Craig. Never mind. Can I reach
Yep,
Craig?
No, you cannot reach Craig.
I
Okay.
could do it though.
Bazz?
I
Can
do
guidance
that to
him?
Craig.
Then I'm gonna cast
Okay.
guidance on Ro.
So that would be a
Oh,
14.
you do?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Don't worry
What'd
about
you
it.
get?
14.
14. Okay. The DC has increased for this round because you have been holding on this long. So, and Greta, did you give me your number?
15.
15. You
Wait,
meet the
Constitution?
DC. Constitution.
16. I'm sorry.
16.
No, I'm sorry. 17. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Wait, I'm sorry. 48.
Sorry.
You meet the DC above by 2. You fail. Holding up your own weight as well as all of Spagoober's as he begins to go into muscle failure over the course of almost an hour. Endure your thighs burning, your arms burning. You take a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
So you can pencil that down on your sheet or write it wherever if there's not a space. Bazz, the magical energy of the staff is pouring into you, giving you life and energy. Ro, you're seriously getting exhausted. Your vision is beginning to blur. Your arms are on fire. Your joints sting. You have 2 points of exhaustion.
What does the
What
second
does
point
that
do?
mean? Yeah, what does that do?
Well, I'm so
I've
glad
never
you
had
asked,
that.
player. I'm so glad you asked. Exhaustion. Let's talk about exhaustion. You now have disadvantage on all your ability checks, Ro, as well as your speed is halved.
What about me?
You have a disadvantage on your ability checks.
No.
Yikes.
And so you guys are exhausted, just battered by the wind and the weather and the waves,
Not
trying
Bazz.
to hold on through all this. Not Bazz. Bazz is doing excellently.
I'm moving in slow motion.
And as you guys continue to barrel through this terrible storm further and further forward, I would like another odds or evens from someone.
Odds.
Odds? 16. I think you guys have failed every odds and evens.
No,
I got
passed
one.
The
Oh,
lightning
past
one.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. Very important one. So as you guys continue further and further forward, the storm gets worse. It begins to pound around you, constantly thrumming lightning. So all around you at regular intervals, there's just... And the sky is just an endless burning drum of... from all around. You guys are being like, it's this deafening deluge. Everyone's getting exhausted and the waves are starting to get intense. Every single wave now is the poor bet coming up and down, changing 10, 20 feet in height from the ocean level up to the top of waves and crashing back down. Every single time it's crashing down, it's rocking through waves. Water is splashing over. And again, where you guys would constantly being thrown off the boat or under the waves because of the roots. Actually, I'll tell you what, another round of athletics checks at advantage because of Bazz's spellcasting.
Yeah.
So mine's just even, right?
Yes. You have advantage.
Oh, thank goodness. I rolled a natural 1.
You have advantage.
16.
I got
Athletics
a
checks, you said?
Yes, sir. Oh, and
saving throw.
Spagoober's just auto-failing his at this point, but you are holding
Okay.
on to it.
But this is a saving throw. Athletics. Oh no, wait. What is this? What is this? check?
Strength saving throws, sorry. Yeah,
Strength
strength saving
save-
throws. Excuse me. If that changes anything for anyone, I apologize.
17 plus 8.
Jeez. That's 25?
Is there +1 because of the staff?
Yes, for you two.
Told you, rolling it off your hand is a game changer, bro.
Oh, do you need guidance? Okay.
You guys are the worst.
I give guidance to to Ro.
Okay, what'd you get, Ro?
14.
Okay.
I got 19.
That's the highest strength roll I think I've ever made.
Okay. So as this DC continues to... Oh, and I need to roll for Bilfrey. He can technically hold on to the staff. Sick. That's good, because he's going to need it. Bilfrey also
Does he have
fails.
advantage?
Oh, right. Dude, you're so helpful. But I'm still Zach. It's a 7, then an 8. So that's +5, +1. He also fails. So as you guys crash through wave after wave after wave, and it's like you guys are being battered by the storm. Diving, and some of these waves, as the larger descents are coming, the vessel is getting, like, the front third of it is getting covered by ocean water and then pushing back out of the waves, throwing around to different sides. It's brutal. And Bilfrey loses his grip at one point and begins to slip off. I'll tell you what, and so does Ro. Bazz and Gretta can make athletics checks to try and help them recover at separate intervals. This is not a part of a final round. This is just in between. In the time in between the storm. So you guys can make, we'll say that Bazz can make an athletics check to hold on to Bilfrey, and Gretta can make an athletics check to hold on to Ro, and Jackie's making a really scary face.
I'm just scared.
I'm gonna do guidance on my
Okay.
That's 10.
19.
I was holding on to Jackie.
Not.
To Bilfrey.
I was
Much bigger
holding on to
guy.
Jack.
Wait, no, I was holding on to Bilfrey.
I was
Yeah.
holding on to Ro.
Yeah. So Ro,
And I
as
was
you,
over on the bench.
And like
I was over on the bench.
in the endless deluge, the exhausting fury of the storm. At one point, you start to get thrown off, and Gretta holds onto the staff, then reaches forward and grabs your tunic and pulls you back forward, just straining. Your shoulders are straining. It's awful. Bazz, you go to reach for Bilfrey at one point, and he falls off of the vessel and slams into the ocean. So he'll be down some hit points. And what do you do to get him back on?
A thorn whip.
Okay, roll to hit.
Do I add my spell to hit bonus, right, to that?
Yes. Yeah. Spell attack bonus.
I didn't do that last time. Interesting. Okay. That is a 26.
Whoa!
Does he take any damage?
Am I able to use it in a way to not do damage, or is it?
Sure. In the future, probably not. But right now, I don't care. So as he's falling backward off the ship, you reach out an arm, and the whip grabs outward and grabs one of his arms and pulls him back
10
on.
feet.
Oh my goodness, that's 6. So like as he's falling off, you pull him back on. He just falls forward on his hands and knees, grabs onto the staff again, and looks up at you and goes, "You're a lifesaver." and as you guys are crashing down forward, so you guys have been in this storm for an hour and a half now.
Oh,
my
an hour?
Gosh.
Yes.
Water.
Oh, no.
Water breathing is gone.
Oh.
No. Water walk is gone.
Water walk dissipate. Oh, that's bad timing. So water. Oh, how far am I out from the center? Doesn't cover Bilfrey. That's important. You know what? Bilfrey's not dumb. He's gonna weave around you guys, and he's gonna get on this side again to be inside the bubble. Okay. After an hour and a half, and after the ending of Water Walk, you guys all held on to your ropes, trying to hold on through the storm. You guys are pushing further and further into the center of this storm. Lightning and thunder continues to crash around you. This is terrifying. You guys are exhausted. It's becoming like pitch black, even though, Ro, you know it's 7:30 something p.m. or whatever. So even though it's the middle of the day, it feels like it's early night. And but just black above you, lightning flashing all around. And as you guys continue to ride forward and forward, the three of you with high perception checks can see something in the distance. One wave begins to form and collapses. Another wave begins to form and collapses. Another wave begins to form and collapses. Which of you is proficient in survival?
I'm not.
No.
I am.
Bazz, make a survival check.
That's a 21.
21.
Anyone?
21.
You've spent some time on the ocean. Moreover, you've heard legends from the deep roots of your tribe. Sometimes, when larger waves build, other waves feed into them, begin to form, and the roiling forces of the ocean from below collapse into the larger waves. There's a big wave coming. A very large wave. And you guys watch as a 20-foot wave falls apart, and a 20-foot wave falls apart, and a 20-foot wave falls apart. And instead, as the poor bet begins to sink and lower, 30 feet, 35 feet, 40 feet, just... And the whole area of the Skilly-Nazca that you guys are in begins collapsing like a bowl as this huge roiling mass, this wall of water begins forming up in front of you, eclipsing the light. You can see the edges of it begin being silhouetted by lightning striking behind. And all around the trim, you see white light outline the edges of it as it begins to take up your entire perspective in front of you. Spagoober in front of you, Craig, like wraps his arms around the helm, puts his forehead against it, and begins like gently, softly whimpering in fear. Bilfrey like holds down onto the sides of the rails and squats down. People are having terrified reactions as this wave builds over you.
I want to grab Ro.
Okay.
Like I want to like have one hand on the staff and one hand on the Ro.
So you have a hand on the staff, you wrap your arm around Ro and pull her towards you. What's everyone doing?
I'm gonna rage.
Heck yeah! Yeah, you do, Craig!
So
Yeah, you do.
I'm gonna look at Spagoober. I'm gonna bend down and go, this is not scary.
Come on, Micah, hit me with some rage.
So then he's gonna like start like shaking and like his like veins, like it's just gonna be like black like in his veins, like from like I'm gonna say old. I don't know. I'm trying to like
Yeah.
flavor.
Hey, it's your thing. Okay,
Little bit
so
of flavor.
as everyone's holding on, Craig, you squat down, you whisper the assurance into Spagoober's ears. You stop worrying about where the helm's facing and you just hold on to it, grabbing the
Yeah.
sides. As you squat down, your arms pulse and you just this determined inner welling rage. And as you do, you hear in your mind, "It is interesting, isn't it?" And they're like his Inuit begins to growl upward, and your veins pulse out in your forearms, and they all turn dark green in your forearms, and your hands bulge a little bit, and your hair begins floating up next to you as you squat down and hold on. So your athletics checks are made at advantage while you rage.
Nice.
I'm not gonna use my
Table.
table. I'm not
Yeah.
going to.
You can choose not to.
Actually, no, you can't. Roll a
I
d12.
can't?
No, it just works. D12.
Maybe you have a lot of water things. Maybe you'll be a dolphin
This could
again.
be great.
But this
Maybe
is
it's terrible. Who knows? Roll your d12. I love the chaos.
It's a 10.
10. Wow! Your mind is filled with a sudden spike of psychic energy, virulent and intense. You may direct this psychic energy toward a creature of your choice within 45 feet of you, forcing them to make an intelligence saving throw. If a creature fails a saving throw, they suffer a number of d6 psychic damage equal to your proficiency bonus. If the target creature succeeds, you suffer the psychic damage instead. If you do not target a creature, the energy expands in your own mind and you suffer the psychic damage. So Craig, roll 3d6 for me.
Oh my gosh.
Target like a fish.
Yeah. Do you see a fish?
A fish somewhere in
In
the
the
water next to you just
storm.
pops. What did you roll? Did you roll 2 6s? How many 6s did you just roll? What's the total?
14.
Take 14 points of psychic damage, which you are not resistant to while you rage.
Wait. How do I know it's like not towards someone else?
Who do you target? Do you kill one of the party members? Okay, so
No, fish.
14 points. 14 points of psychic damage.
Perception check.
14 points of psychic damage, Craig. Craig, as you rage there, you feel the psychic energy build up in your mind, and as you look around, like you look over at Craig at one moment, and there are varicose veins pulling away from his eyes, dark green, dissipating into his cheeks, and his eyes are clouding over black. And Craig, you realize that you would have to strike one of your allies with this power, so instead, you just take it on yourself, and you just as you growl there behind you, and blood begins to trickle out one of your nostrils down your beard as you take it upon yourself.
I'm 11.
Craig, you're raging, holding on to Spagoober, and taking your own psychic damage, which is actually really cool. That's cool role playing. Bazz, you are using everything to hold on to Ro. Ro, you can make your check to hold on with advantage, and also you can add Bazz's strength modifier onto yours when you roll.
Can I
plus
cast
You,
some?
no,
Can
that's
I
not your
cast
turn. Just when
Oh,
the strength saving
okay.
throw comes, you can now add Bazz's strength modifier onto yours. Bazz.
Okay.
Yeah, never mind. That doesn't change anything for you. I rescind my possible thought. Okay, Greta, what's the thing you're doing? Bilfrey's just holding on for dear life.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability on Ro and give her Bull's Strength. So you have advantage on strength checks.
Oh,
You guys
sick.
already have advantage with the plant growth.
So we already have advantage.
Okay, so then
Wait.
I'm gonna
Wait.
cast Bear's Endurance on.
Question.
Because
She's
you can't
addition-
get double advantage.
Well, no, but I don't have. It was
Because
a
of
neutral.
exhaustion.
So do I actually have advantage now?
You actually have advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, and you
Sick.
can, no, it's fine. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so what does it look as you cast this? Greta, okay, and just to set the scene, you guys are at a bowl of water that's rising around you. It's not blue, it's black under the midnight sky. Lightning accelerating this. This is all happening simultaneously and quickly in this moment of desperation and terror. What does it look like as you cast, Greta?
I think Greta's...
This episode's awesome.
Greta obviously is going to see that, like, Ro is like, oh my gosh, so I think just, like, out of panic, she's going to, like, reach out and, like, oh, are you okay? And then I think almost, like, without realizing, there's just going to, like, maybe like her eyes turn a little bit like probably like a dark, and like maybe her hair is already like it looks like the wind from outside like kind of like poofs in Greta's hair, and then like a dark like just flows in a row.
This frightening dark force is conducted down Greta's arm from her face downward, and as you're like sort of frightened for a moment, you feel this. All of a sudden, you feel this strengthen in your body, and your exhausted, worn out form is emboldened for a moment, and you hold on tighter. You have advantage on your strength checks for how long?
Up to an hour.
For up to an hour.
Sick.
Mark off that's concentration?
Yes, sir.
In case you're concentrating on that, mark off your spell slot. I'm not going to bother with the concentration rings right now.
Can I make a check?
Yes.
Oh
yeah.
Can I do like a perception check or like an insight check on how
I'll give
like
that as a bonus. Yes.
Okay, I want to do like an insight, like how much is this storm like gonna affect, like how can I want to check on the people below. Is there like
general intelligence check for what this could do to below.
guidance?
I can't stand that cantrip.
Guidance.
Intelligence?
Mm-hmm. Don't say 20.
18.
Ah, dang it. Okay, that's a good number. This is gonna suck. This is gonna really suck for them. This is gonna be bad. Craig, you're not taking an additional action. You're doing what you're doing.
I'm doing
so there's no
rage.
roll for that. There's no roll for yours because you're holding on to Ro. Ro, are you doing anything?
Yes.
Other than rowing your boat? I'm sorry. I'm so
rowing
sorry.
the boat? How close am I to Craig? I'm purple.
You're right next to him.
So could I touch him?
No.
Okay. I was gonna cast Cure Wounds, but I can't touch you. So I'm gonna cast Bark Skin on myself.
To increase your AC?
Yes.
Okay. So no roll.
Okay.
Okay.
So now I have an AC of 16.
Okay.
I
Instead
want to
of
give
12.
guidance to.
You know what? I'm gonna say your arm is wrapped around Ro, your hand on the staff. I don't think you'd have to let go to do.
Oh, can I just give it to Ro?
Sure. Yeah, you can guide Ro. Okay, Ro, you're guided. So much stuff going on, and also bark skin. So you strum a chord on your lute. Your skin looks like bark. There you are. Okay, so below the wave.
For an hour. Okay.
So, party members, in this last round of the group check, the wave builds and builds until it blocks out everything around you. And Shpagoober, you can hear in front of you, Craig is softly, like, sort of whimpering. Does anyone have any last words or thoughts before this wave crashes down on you?
Create or destroy water.
I have a healing word.
No actions, just does anyone say
I
anything?
have a healing word.
No matter what happens, you guys, we're gonna be okay. I know it.
Halfway through Craig talking, the crest of the wave crashes and caves in on itself, and it collapses inward. This wall of rushing water, and boom, it crashes into the ship in front of you. We're going to look at the poor Bet's vessel statistics, because this is damage.
That's a lot of damage.
The poor Bet has, it hits because it gets past the AC. So,
Oh, I was like, can I cast Bark
the
Inspiration
whole of
on
the poor
vessel?
Bet takes. Okay, so that's first round. That's 13 plus 15, 22. Well, I rolled 5 ones.
Nice.
So the whole of the poor Bet takes 22 points of force damage as this is the wave crashes down into it, smashing. The whole vessel dives straight down beneath the waves. You guys go from vertical to horizontal with the force. Everyone is thrown violently about. I need everyone to make a strength saving throw for me with a very high DC.
Advantage,
you have advantage,
right?
and you have your benefits. It's your responsibility to remember what benefits you have. Roll. You guys go from being above the waves to plunge with sudden force into complete darkness below the waves. For the record, this storm is so much more violent because of the size of your vessel.
+1.
What are everyone's rolls? What'd you get?
Advantage because of the staff,
plant stuff.
and plus
Plant
1
stuff.
for holding on to the staff. Correct?
21.
Okay, hold on. I'm adding up. Okay. Bazz. Jeez, that's good. Craig?
20.
Oh.
Not natural. It's just 20.
Okay. All right. What'd you get, Greta?
15.
Can I give Bardic Inspiration to Greta?
Oh, that is so gone.
Okay.
What did you get?
15.
It would have been
With-
a 16.
With guidance?
With guidance? No,
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
gave
do
you
guidance.
guidance.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Mine would have been a 16 plus guidance
19.
modifier. And yeah.
Did you have the +1 from the staff?
Yeah.
Okay. You all have fought Dolgoth. You all have escaped a general. But you are reminded for one moment that there is almost nothing in this world more violent, more powerful than Yalabrin, a force, an existing world that lives around you. And you all are reminded for a moment that the ocean, infinite and ancient, is bigger and more powerful than all of you. The DC was 20. As you guys plunge straight down through the water like a rocket, the force rocks you. Bazz, you are rocked forward. I would like you to take 4 points of force damage. This is just from the impact of the crash, even within the bubble. Ro,
So
you
even
take,
though he had higher
Ro, you
than
take
the
10
DC.
points of force damage. Craig, you take 4 points of force damage. Spagoober takes 6 points of force damage. Billfree takes 5 points of force damage. Greta, you take 11 points of force damage. As you guys, just from the impact, even from within the bubble as you rock forward, that would have been doubled if there was no bubble. And as you guys are thrown forward, Billfree holds on, just barely. Bazz holds on. Craig, like an iron, just a bastion of strength and power. Spagoober's whole body lifts up from the force. You just barrel down on top of him. You push him down with your head. With your forehead, you hold his body down, crunching in your core. Ro and Greta, you are thrown violently upward. You guys leave the floor of the ship as it's pushed straight down, and you are pushed out of the bubble for a moment. This is a tremendous amount of force. This is car wreck kind of force. So now each of you guys are going to roll odds or evens to see if your ropes hold on or if they pull apart. Rowena Green Bottle, odds or evens?
Odds.
That is a 3. So as you are rocketed downward, as everything runs into the roaring, and then no sound beneath the waves. As you are pushed out of the water, you are yanked upward, and you fall back down onto the ship as it lists itself coming upward. You remain on the vessel. You take an additional 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you remain on the vessel. Greta Smallstar, odds or evens?
Evens.
16. You fly upward into the silence of the ocean. Your lungs start to fill with water, and then you're yanked back down. You hit the deck again. Another 4 points of bludgeoning damage. And as the vessel bursts back out of the water on the other side of the wave, flying out of the water like a torpedo and then landing back onto the top of it. This vessel, terrible at staying buoyant, bad speed, small size, but watertight. It seems like it was made of the purpose after all. Endures the wave.
Wow.
And while the hull is slightly damaged, with 21 points less in its hull, so it goes from 305
So worried
to
about-
184, which I'm saying out loud so I can remember later so someone can write it down. The vessel is okay, and everyone is alive and held fast by their tie downs inside the bubble on the other side of the ship.
Oh, are we out of the storm?
No, you're very much in the storm, but somebody make a perception check, whoever wants to.
Ooh, I do.
I like those. Perkefkin grab bench.
That is a 18.
I got a 23.
You guys can see
I'm
clearly
sorry,
all
19.
around.
That
You
was
guys
just
can
about my
see clearly
average.
all around you. Okay.
I rolled it on my average, DM boy. I hope the other ones got on my average too.
I wrote everything down. The storm begins to lessen, and you guys are in the eye of it for a moment. Slowly but surely, everything grows quiet. Storm distances around you, and the ship pulls into. The rain is still all around you, but like in the center of a hurricane almost. There's just a huge eye in the center of the storm where nothing is happening. And you all can see that the fiercest part of the storm is behind you, and there's more storm ahead, maybe an hour, but far less violent. The ship will be wet. It'll be hard sailing. But if you all maintain your course, you're through the worst of it. Spagoober's holding onto the helm, just shaking, and Bilfrey sort of stands up, like shakily, breathing heavily.
I rush down to the.
Okay, Bazz, you let go of everything. All the roots pull into themselves because it's not mechanically important anymore. You leave the staff on the deck. You open up the hatch, and as you run down the ladder, boom, 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 boom. The everything you tied down has remained in place.
Nice.
Wow. The vessel has been from an earlier odds and evens rolls. You guys, all of your belongings have remained fastened.
Wow.
You guys did an excellent job securing everything. Tello is bleeding from his head, but he's like sitting backward. He's got his arm hooked in one of the rope fences to the side where everything's held in. He's bleeding from his head and he's holding his head, but he just looks up at you and nods, Bazz. Ploff has the look of a soldier on her face. She has tied her forearms down to the sides, and she's just holding on with power, and her huge thighs are pushing against the ground in front of her. She's just held on
She's
this whole
so
time.
cool.
Nom, in an experience in a visual I can only describe to cat owners. Nom is in her bunk, claws dug into the wall. Her pupils are dilated out to half the size of her eyes. Her ears are halfway laid back, and she's just like panting and looking at you. She looks in animal mode, but she is okay.
Okay. I remember to tell us they're doing cure wounds.
Okay, he just takes your form and goes, "Thank you, Bazz." And as you cast it on him and you mark off the spell slot, the wound heals in his forehead, and he goes, "Sailing, am I right?"
Oh my gosh. It was crazy up there.
Is everyone okay? Is everyone alive?
Everyone's fine. The ship took some damage, but I think we're going to be all right.
Thanks, Landon. Whew. Everyone's breathing heavily.
It looks like the worst of it's behind us. I think it should be. I think we should be okay from now on.
Good. Let's never sail ever again. Let's just live on Alabon forever. Whew. Is anyone doing anything above deck?
I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Ro.
Okay.
Thank you, because I'm at 16 hit points.
Mark off your
Well, then
spell
I'll
slot
do
and
it
does that do?
at second level.
Okay, mark off your spell slot and then roll your healing. Ro, are you doing anything?
Can I, since she's doing healing word, can I cast cure wounds on her?
Sure.
Can
Mark
we
off your
heal
spell
each
slot
other?
and take your hit points.
I'll do cure wounds at
Second level?
Second level, yeah.
15th level.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it at third level.
Shoot.
I thought really hard about it because last time I did something at third level. 16. You get 16.
Wow, 16 hit points back. How many does Greta gain?
13.
Wow. Thank you.
Okay, you get 13 hit points back. Craig, are you doing anything this time?
I'm gonna grab Spagoober and give him a big hug.
Spagoober turns around and buries his face in your beard. And he just like kind of softly whimpering.
All
He's
the-
a heart of gold, but yeah.
Oh no. All the rage and everything, because I'm obviously stopped raging,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna transition that energy into the biggest bear hug
So when he turns
ever
around, you-
felt.
Instead, your strength just feels safe as you wrap your arms around him. And as he buries his head in your beard, he looks up and he goes,
I'm so
You-
proud of you.
"Are the best bosun ever."
You did so well.
He just holds up a tiny little fist and fist bumps you. And he just sort of sits backward against the helm, panting. Whew. Fungis! And he raises his fist up in the air.
Guys.
Stands up on shaky legs and starts getting the ship back on
Does
course.
Spagoober or Bilfrey have, did they take any hit points?
Bilfrey's lost somebody, doesn't look too bad. And
Okay.
Spagoober's okay.
Okay.
and the vessel sails forward. Does anyone have any further actions at this time?
No, I just
Okay.
yeah.
Tello comes above deck. Actually, everyone does because it's just a harrowing experience. So everyone comes above deck. Everyone who was below deck is mind blown when there's a slightly translucent purple force field up deck. Tello actually walks out of the force field and just stands in the rain and lets it fall on him. And
he
as you
didn't
guys
get wet that whole
he
time.
didn't get wet.
Yeah.
But he's letting himself get wet now. The rain increases again as you guys head back out in the storm, and it still continues to list. But 2 hours pass this way more calmly. It's exhausting. It's a harrowing experience. But eventually, you guys pass through this entire storm, miles and miles long. And evening, real evening, descends upon you. Very dark. And even with dark vision, you guys have trouble seeing far into the distance because of how dark the skies are. And every once in a while, there are still peals of lightning and thunder in the distance, color all around you. But you guys can continue to see forward. And you guys are exhausted. There's a long silence. Bazz, odds? No. Roleplay. At some point, what do you guys do briefly in the time of this 2 hours as you guys just head your course forward through the pouring rain and darkness?
Is it a warm rain or a cold rain?
Cold. Well, it's summer. Cold. Not super cold, but cool. It chills a little bit.
I don't leave Shibagoober's side.
Okay, you just stay with him the whole time. He appreciates it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go sit.
I think Ball just collapses onto the deck.
Okay.
Just
A
like
lot of people are
sitting
just
down.
laying down. People
Yeah.
are physically
Yeah.
exhausted.
I'm gonna go
I'm-
sit next to Tello.
And I'm still
So you
in,
stay next to him in the rain?
Yeah.
Okay.
and I'm still in the bubble, kind of plucking on my
Okay.
loot a little bit just to
It's actually
help
kind of calming.
calm
Yeah.
like Shpagoober and everything else.
Yeah, there's just like if you ever want anything different, just interrupt me. But there's sort of like a bing, boom, 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 boom. Just a nice little bing, bum, 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 bum. Our Kevin MacLeod song is gently playing. And as you guys sail forward, you stand there quietly in the rain with Tello for a while, it just falling on you. He's getting wetter and wetter, but he's left his valuables downstairs. He's just kind of standing there soaking it up. Standing quietly in the rain. Do you say anything to him while he has his eyes closed? His face is up in the rain. He's just letting it hit him.
No, I'm probably gonna like sit down and like kneel with like my just
You get in
kind
kind
of
of like fetal position and sit there.
I'm sitting with my legs stuck up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Tucked up
Yeah.
under me.
Okay. So you kneel down. You let the rain hit you too.
Yeah.
It's holy. Ignorant of wrong or right, just is. The majesty and the power of y'all have been raging around you. After some time, Tello takes a heavy breath and he just kind of watches the storm in silence for like 20 minutes. And eventually he goes back and he finds you, Bazz. His face is very stern. And he pulls a slip of paper out of his jacket, or out of one of his, I don't know, somewhere.
Is he giving me his
And,
2-week notice?
Take inspiration. And he picks up one of your wrists. And Tello he's generally warm, he's congenial, but he's just dead serious for a second. In a way that he hasn't been in quite some time, as he's gotten so familiar, as your friendship has sort of budded. He picks your wrist up, and he slaps the paper in your hand, and he closes your hand around it. And he says, I trust you, Bazz.
I trust you too.
We could die out here. It's part of all of it.
Probably.
This is a letter from me. If I die, you read it. And you do what feels right with it. But Bazz, promise me you won't read this letter if I'm still alive.
I promise.
You promise?
I promise. I give you my word.
He pushes it toward your chest. And he just goes back and stands back in the rain, looking upward and letting it hit his face. More time passes. It's long, quiet. People don't talk. It's just, everyone's exhausted. It's harrowing. Shpagoober just shakes the rest of the way that he's sailing. And you even have to like help physically support him. Sometimes he's so tired. But eventually, in the far distance, as the last of the storm begins to kind of go by, the clouds are becoming less of that dense whirling storm and more of that thin, just sort of scattering of clouds. And the rain is still gently falling. Yes, ma'am. Or Craig, excuse me. Yes, sir.
Do I see Tello and Bazz having this conversation?
Sure, off to the side. You can see more. I mean,
Can I read
it's
Tello's
brief.
mind?
Oh my gosh. You can't. No, you know what?
No,
It's
hey,
such a
hey,
big-
hey! Don't you ever apologize.
It's
You
a
do
big
what you want to do.
roleplay,
No,
but-
you do what you want to. You do what you want to, Micah.
Hey, he said the same thing to me when
This
I
is
cast
get-
Identify.
this is
Do you
and I
guys
said, I'm
remember?
sorry.
Do you guys remember that time? So, listener, what you don't know is when I homebrewed Micah's subclass to her specifications, I forgot to give her a 6th level feature.
Yes, he did.
So yesterday, I was just like, I made one in a rush, and I was like, hey, I don't know if this is broken, but I messed this up, so I want to owe you this one. So I just gave her the ability to read minds.
Didn't
X
we
amount of
say one
times per long
time it
rest.
would be really bad if Craig could read minds? Wasn't that like a quote that one of us said?
So before you feel empathy toward me, know that I did this to myself.
Can I give Bardic Inspiration to Craig?
No.
Why?
Oh, just in general?
Yeah, just in
Sure,
general.
Absolutely, you have Bardic Inspiration.
That's not gonna help with this.
I don't know if I want to hear this.
So, do
you
you
wanna
remember
step
how
out?
I was rolling like 20, 19? I
Yeah.
rolled an 8. Okay.
No, wait.
Let me pull your
Landon,
hey,
if you don't want to
you
hear
don't
this,
need
you
to-
can step out.
Don't apologize for anything. Hold on. We'll work this out in a second. Let me read your feature with detail. The general nature of their immediate thoughts, involving their current intent, emotions, and intent toward you, if any exists. Okay. Here is what's going to happen. Abby, Jackie, Landon, take off your headphones, plug your ears.
I'm gonna like.
And if you
Or
listen to
even
this part of the
leave.
episode, I need you to skip it. I'm just trusting you guys. Just take off your
Or leave
headphones,
the room.
plug your ears. No,
I'm gonna
just
go in a different.
okay.
Yeah, I think let's go outside. Let's go have like a hangout.
Okay.
I mean, I would have been fine with plugging my ears.
I've done something.
Yeah, you have. Okay, fast.
It's okay.
Hurry. She has some of the giant binder in her lap before she
What'd you get for
leaves.
being prepared, Jackie?
I'm sorry.
And then there was Craig in the DM.
Craig, as you reach forward and you focus, what's in your mind as you watch Tello have this quiet, serious moment with Bazz? What are you thinking briefly?
I've
as
never
you-
seen Tello so like shaken by what he's just experienced, and seeing this interaction, it's like this curiosity that just comes over me, and it's like I feel something in me reaching deeper and further, like it's just like reaching out.
As your curiosity extends, so does your mind. And this time with Barlow Geketh is almost sort of shaping your personality a little bit as you become so much more enraptured with the magical world. As you focus on his mind, it's strange. You're starting to feel psychically. Your mind is expanding the longer you have these powers. And as you reach inward to Tello's mind, you feel this brief mental wall, this blockage, and then you feel your will push past his. And you invade his mental space. You reach inward into his mind, and as you do, Old's voice reaches up in your mind, and you hear him say, "Enrapturing, isn't it, little one?" And as you reach inward, you realize, in terms of general nature of immediate thoughts, Tello is afraid. He's deeply afraid. And you realize that he's not afraid of the storm. You have confirmed for you what you might have already known, that Tello does truly care about you all. And that his fear is that you all are in danger in a way that you don't know. Even after all the things that have happened to you, that have transpired, all of the evils and possible problems, that there's something he's afraid of that none of you all are aware of, which he is. And what he is telling himself in his mind when he hands it to Bazz is he's telling himself, you failed to protect everyone else. You have to protect them. When he passes the letter. So you know his emotions. You know their current intent. You know his immediate thoughts. It also says his intent toward you. You understand that his intent toward you is to try and protect you from something that you don't understand or know about. And you realize that that's what's going on in Tella's mind as he passes the note.
Okay.
And then your consciousness sort of rescinds and pulls back into your own mind. And Old says, I like this side of you, Craig. It's fun, unexpected.
I love this too. But now I'm kind of afraid of what I don't know.
I'm going to go get the folks from outside.
Okay.
I want an actual letter in an envelope that I can't open.
You will.
Wait, did he hand it to him in an
Wait, do you already
envelope, or
have it
just-
made?
Just folded piece of paper.
Do you already have it made?
Not yet. Because I was going to give it to you guys in like 10 sessions, but instead I decided to do it there.
Landon.
So now I'm going to write it.
It's a yo mama joke. He just couldn't help
The
himself.
letter says, Bazz, yo mama's so fat.
Yo,
Wait,
mama.
can you add these jokes to the Nifty thing? Thanks.
Nifty's like in pondering in a moment of solace. Yo mama's so fat. And he just writes it on.
So Craig, you
Yeah.
glean what you glean from your ability to reach into Tello's mind. And you feel what you feel after you invade his mind and pull that information away, whatever that may be. And the vessel trudges onward in silence and darkness as it sails.
Yeah.
Eventually, after enough time, as you guys start moving far enough out of the storm, there is a different color, a light of a setting sun that is having this fascinating interaction where it is dissipating on the edge of a horizon, but also being darkened by the sky, which is still, the storm is passing, but some of it still lingers. And so as the light's fading, it's only sort of lighting up the bottom lip of the horizon. And the upper horizon is just dark storm as the sunset fades anyway. So there's this dull, like dim of purple that's just with gray and black below from the darkened ocean and the storm above. And just silhouetted around it, you can see in the distance a rocky outcropping as you guys enter into night. An island, a small island. The poor Bet pulls in further and further, and slowly but surely out of your periphery to the right, you guys see a ship passing into a port and another ship passing away. And the poor Bet arrives in Alabon.
Yay!
You can pass the map around for everyone to see.
Yes.
Good map. That's an awesome looking map.
Thank you. I'm proud of that.
Sick map, bro.
There is a terse, hardened outcropping of stone. It would be hard to call this an island. It's a blot of earth stabbing upward out of the ocean. So small. And you realize that only a part of this island is habitable. So much of rock pierces up out of the spine, the backward curving spine of this island, that like to make buildings in those would be incredibly inhospitable. And that this small island only has a small portion of it that can be inhabited. And there's a small smattering of other rock outcroppings that exist around the island. And as the poor Bet starts slowly sailing into this dock, there are ships here, 8 total maybe, but there are, like, even right now, there is one ship coming and one ship going. You get the feeling that people are always coming and going here. And there's actually a number of ships not at dock, maybe 12, near the island, just floating, bobbing up and down in the ocean, anchored. So there are more ships that want to be here than can dock.
Oh.
And so they're just anchoring nearby. It also occurs to you that those... it would occur to some of you, I don't care about the delineation. This would be a hard place to anchor because this island must drop precipitously under the water. So these people must be like trying and failing to find places to anchor to. So they're in weird positions around the island where people ships are fastened. No Kefkin vessels.
Heck yeah.
And an array of other ships, but everything's the island has this foreboding aesthetic because so much of it is dimmed in shadow as evening descends and the storm obfuscates everything. There are no more rooms at the dock for any normal ship, but the poor Bet is half or less of the size of a usual ship.
It's like a little Prius that can fit in
Spagoober
various
just
places.
kind of illegally, so to speak, like just kind of scoots in to the very end of the dock behind where a ship should be able to park. And he's sort of shaking, but he pulls it inward. And Bilfrey and Ploff run up and release the anchor. And into the water. Poor Bet stops bobbing. Someone gets one of the ropes and ties it off to the edge. And as they wrap it over one of the moorings on the dock and beginning tying off the knot, there's like this sense of relief of like land. And everyone just kind of sits down. Belfry and Ploff just take deep breaths. And
Is it still raining?
it's still raining lightly. The dome is. Do you guys leave the dome up?
I do.
Okay.
I leave it
So
up.
there's just a glowing purple bright dome on the top of this ship, clear magic shining off of the vessel.
It's also raining, so makes sense. It's like,
Yeah.
I wish I had one of those.
Yeah.
Wish
Sure.
those nice people would teach me
It
how to do
certainly
that.
stands out, the tiny ship with the glowing bubble. And another of the ships nearby. The dock is filled with people. Yes.
Can I dim the light of it now?
Yes. Okay, so
Okay.
as you approach, you know what? It's barely visible, actually.
Yeah.
That's a good point. And actually, you can change the color if you so desire.
What time is it at night? Like how?
It's getting dusk. It's real dark.
So.
Just turn it shadowy.
Yeah,
Okay.
shadowy, just
The
kind of
dome
to
grows
blend in.
dark, and it actually gets, if you weren't looking at it directly, it gets kind of hard to notice. And you make it slightly translucent, all that stuff.
Sick.
So there's a pause, and Teller just sort of stands up and says, all right, everyone. Let's go meet the crime lord.
Amen.
An alleged crime lord.
And that is where we will end
Oh my
A
gosh.
Sea of Storms.
Yay,
Or
we
the
did
Sea of
it.
Storms.
Nobody died.
Guys, good work.
Yes. Yeah.
Everyone
that was fun.
gains 0.05 levels for the adventure.
Awesome.
What?
And you guys have reached Alabon. All right. Crazy stuff. Thank you for
That was
enjoying
awesome.
the wild stuff, listener.
Yes.
This is the Barely D&D podcast. We've got a Patreon. It's sick. I'm sure we'll have plenty to say on this on the third watch.
Oh yeah.
We have a website that is going to have a map of the new locations. If you want to go to BaileyDND.com, you can look at
Yes.
all of that.
It's a nice one.
What other announcements, Lando?
Thank you for listening. The best way that you can support the show if you don't want to give financially is to tell another person or to leave a rating and review. It
Yeah.
really helps the show get out to more people, which gives us the bigger freedom to create D&D stuff, which is the ultimate fun goal. If I could spend all my time just making D&D content and playing D&D with my
Yeah.
friends, that would be sick.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
But again, thank you for listening. We just started another campaign called Summer Camp about middle schoolers going to a magical summer camp set in a modern world, and lots of darkness and mystery ensue. They actually haven't gotten to the darkness and mystery yet, but soon is all I can say. It's DM'd by me and Melanie, who's usually the editor. But yeah, that's about it.
Heck yeah, heck yeah.
Also, at the time of when this releases, probably, we have hit 200 followers on Instagram. And so I want to say a special thank you and shout out to our 200 Instagram followers.
Heck yeah, you guys.
I really appreciate you guys.
Well, dope stuff. Thank you for listening. I'm so excited for where the story is going, y'all. And listener, more than our whole story, I just want you to know that life is an incredible story, and you're a very important part of it. Hope we see you next time.
Skibbity-labbity.
Bye, everybody.